Hello, thank you for choosing to watch this video. Now today I'm going to review the X-Acto corner rounder punch. It comes in a little blister card like this, and essentially what it does is it rounds the corner of your cardstock or paper. For example, you put your image in. I would recommend face up like this, and you hit the button in the middle. Now this button is a little bit hard to press down, but you end up with a nicely rounded corner. Now as you can see, the corner is not always completely clean. Even though this is a lighter cardstock, the edge is still a little bit fuzzy. There's some fiber sticking out, so you're going to want to trim that with scissors or simply smooth those fibers on the back, and then when you glue it down you can't see it. However, because this is a lighter cardstock, this problem is actually more visible on the slightly heavier cardstock. Now this is only a 65-pound cardstock. It's nothing 80, 110, which honestly I doubt this little thing would be able to handle anything 110 or higher. As you can see, it's uneven, and there is just a tiny bit of a ledge here. Now this is not a problem of the cardstock. This cardstock is actually well behaved and is smooth cardstock, so it's not catching on anything. But as you can see, in the corners there is that little bit of, well, it's not smooth. You can also see these little ledges. It's caused because as the cardstock is put in and then is put into the punch and then you push the lever, these little sharp points at the edge can actually sometimes catch the cardstock, resulting in those tiny little ledges being formed, such as here. Now this has happened to me on both sides of a single punch. So it does have to do with if your paper is perfectly straight or if it's just a tiny bit sharper than right angle. If it's just a tiny bit acute angle, this will come out on both sides, or on one side such as here. Now this X-Acto corner rounder punch is only $3 right now at Walmart. It's on clearance, and by now it may have even gotten less expensive. So would I recommend this? Well, let's list the pros and cons, shall we? The pros: this does round the corner. If you're willing to sort of trim it after you're done punching with scissors, it does round corners, and this particular corner rounder size is actually appropriate for both embellishments as well as greetings. As you can see, this greeting is the corner rounder actually makes it look quite nice. Furthermore, this particular style of punching your greetings, I really do enjoy this, so personally I think that's a win. The size-wise, it works. And for the larger images and for backgrounds, as you can see, you can even punch your actual greeting card with it. So for me, I think the size-wise, it works great. I know some people prefer slightly larger corner rounders for the actual base, but for me, having just the one is good enough. However, that's pretty much the only pro. The cons are numerous. You've got the problem where it leaves the fuzzy and not a crisp cut. It's hard to press down. You cannot fit two pieces of cardstock. It just won't go down. And there may be a problem with higher weight cardstocks as well, because, as I mentioned, even the 65-pound cardstock is not a smooth cut. Now, it does have a smooth cut on the lighter weight cardstocks, but with the little ledges and imperfections left, I don't know if you really want to bother with this. So, ultimately, my recommendation is, if you've been looking for a corner rounder and you want to just have one for the occasional use, and you're willing to actually take your scissors and trim afterwards as needed, then go ahead and get this one. It's $3. you know, it's on clearance, it's pretty and small, you could just stash it somewhere. However, if you actually have a corner rounder already, or if you're going to use it a lot, or you just don't want to fuss with trimming and everything, then skip this. It's not a must-have, it's a good to have, because you won't have to physically use scissors to cut out round corners if you really wanted them. But so yeah, might be nice to have, but not in any sense of the word a requirement.